I'm currently in Paris and today I'm going to try and make baguettes in the land of baguettes. Earlier on today I got this baguette from a French bakery and what I want to do is create my own one and go back out to another French bakery and we're going to see if they can tell which one was made by me and which one was made by an actual French bakery. But yeah, also when I make mine I want to try and give it to random people, see if they can tell the difference between the one that was made in the bakery and which one was made by some random guy that records videos on YouTube that doesn't know how to bake. Okay, anyways, let me put my sword back in. I need to go and get my ingredients. Okay, cool, I'm on my way to go and get my ingredients now. There's a shop like 5 minutes away. It's called, I forgot what it's called, I just know it's not called Tesco's. What is it called? Fran Prix, that's the one. Or if you're French, it's Franprix. Fran Prix. So it's basically, they got French people and they got pricks and they turn it into a shop. Although being French is also synonymous with being a prick. That is a joke, by the way. Any French people watching this, look. I'm supporting your local culture. I got a baguette in my bag. Us British people are always chasing a bag. You lot are just chasing a baguette. Anyways, let's roam the streets of Paris and find this French prick. Oh look, they're everywhere. No, I'm joking. Just pretend there's like some nice French music playing in the background. Bruv, I thought I was in the north of France, but no, apparently I'm in the south. And I'm also in a wheelchair. Avenue Charles Floquet. That person has never existed. They just made that name up. Oh, look at this. French architecture. Oh yeah, let me see what ingredients I need because I don't know what I need yet. This is so Paris. Like when I imagine Paris here, this is what I imagine. Anyways, here we are at Fran Prix. Okay, before I go in, I think I need to find out what I actually need to make an authentic French baguette. Bruv, does this shop do discounts? Because why did they just give me 50% off my flipping trolley? What do we need? Okay, all-purpose flour. All right, where is this all-purpose flour? Do they not have like a baguette section? I need olive oil, bread flour, and honey. Why do you need honey? Bruv, I've been here 5 minutes, I haven't got a single ingredient. Where is the baguette section? Oh, I can't fit. There we go. Oh no, the trolley needs to get in the gym. Bruv, it's 50% off and it still can't fit. So far, I just got my flour here. Got the honey there. Little olive oil as well because the big one is too expensive. And yeah, in France, there is a lot of bread, but not that kind. What the hell? Bro, what is going on here? Bro, it just opened without warning. If I was standing there, I would have been finished. What the hell? That's not fair. Right, now next up I need to try find somewhere that sells yeast. Bro, where can I find? Should I just ask a bakery? I might just go into a bakery and ask them if they have any yeast that I can borrow. Would that be allowed? Or is that like illegal by French law? Bonjour, est-ce que c'est possible d'acheter un peu de levure? Levure, non. Juste un peu. Alright, I don't fully understand everything that was said. All I got was, no, I'm not gonna give you yeast. Okay, cool, I just called my auntie and she said she's got bread yeast at home, so I don't need to buy any. So yeah, I'm gonna make my way to hers now. And that's whose kitchen I'll be using. So thank you, auntie, for lending me your kitchen. I don't know what kind of kitchen it is. I have no idea what it looks like, but it is a French kitchen, so hopefully that gives me extra baguette points. Bruv, it's telling me it's gonna take me like an hour and 15 minutes to get there, man. I was just walking, I was like, why do people keep looking at me? Nah, I don't get stared at like this. I forgot that I had a flipping baguette sticking out my bag. Okay, maybe now. All right, cool, it's kind of open. If I get robbed, I get robbed. It's just a baguette. It means a lot more to these people than it does to me. Okay, cool, we're back in the kitchen now, as you can see, kitchen. This is actually the next day because I got to my auntie's house yesterday, then just bare people, and I didn't end up filming anything because catching up with family is, in some cases, better than making a baguette. Anyways, what am I doing? This is what I'm doing. I'm gonna try and make one of these. This is what I'm gonna try and use as my reference. So whatever I create at the end, I want it to look as close to this as possible. And then what I wanna do is I wanna get one of these bags and put them side by side and see if anyone could tell the difference. So yeah, okay, first things first, when making a baguette, you need to find out how to make a flipping baguette.
You could enjoy homemade fresh baguettes for breakfast.
Oh, this guy's French. Okay, I trust him now. Only when it comes to baguettes, nothing else.
We start with 900 grams of baker's flour.
Why 900 grams? I'm not trying to make that much bread. I mean, I am, but just bank account bread, not French. All right, recipe number 300. Ingredients. Oh yeah, let me get my ingredients. Everything was left here overnight. We need some flour. This is the yeast I got. In French, it's called levure. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but that's how it's spelled. Got some olive oil as well. Honey, salt, I think. Bro, what is this? Yeah, sel. Sel is salt. And sugar. Okay, so I'm gonna get small portions of each of these, morph them together, and hopefully create this. 8 grams of traditional yeast, or 2 teaspoons. This must be traditional, bruv. Someone French gave me this, so I need scales. Oh, I've got my kitchen scales here, bowl here. Now we need to slap the yeast in here. Please turn on. Why is this not working? Hello? Adele reference. There's no way I could have broken it already. I'm gonna try the batteries out and batteries in method. Okay, there's actually another method. If your remote runs out of battery, or anything that requires a battery runs out of battery, all you gotta do, take the battery out, and chew it till there's bits like that. You put it back in and it should turn on. Look at that. Bro, that actually worked. Now I hope my auntie does not check the battery compartment of this device, otherwise she will think that she let in a rat. Okay, so here we need 8 grams of yeast, or 2 teaspoons. Wait, why does it say 2? There's nothing in there, bro. Calm down. What is it? Fat air. Why is that? Okay, so air it makes it go up to 4 grams, but when I actually put yeast in it, nothing happens. Bro, does this scale work? What the hell? It just went up to 2 and it went back down. Is it because they're moving around like they're just losing weight? 5, 6, 8. Okay, calm down. Bro, that looks like a lot of yeast on my bugging. Wait, why has it gone up to 18 grams? What? Is there a delay for this scale? Now it's going down to 16. Bro, I swear down. It said 8. You saw it. Like, there's evidence. I'm not being gaslit by flipping yeast right now. Bro, I've taken 2 spoonfuls out and it's telling me there's 18 grams. I'm just gonna have to do the teaspoon method. All right, cool. So this should be a French teaspoon, so this should be more accurate. And that should be 2. And 1 tablespoon of honey. I don't know why you need to add the honey to this. I've never eaten a baguette and thought, oh yeah, you know what? There's hints of honey there. I'm gonna add a little bit more just for good measure, even though I don't have measuring cups. Oh look, they're spooning. The spoons are spooning. What's after the yeast? 1 1/4 cup of warm water. Bro, I don't know if there's measuring cups here. Please be measuring cup somewhere here. Okay, please be measuring cup somewhere here. No? Okay, I don't know where anything is. Yeah, the only thing I know is where the yeast is. And I've already used that, so that's the yeast of my worries. Please, measuring cups. No? Okay, cool. Got my hot water. No, it's not hot. It's warm water. And I also found a measuring cup, which I actually didn't find because it was my auntie that gave it to me. So I need 295 milliliters of this. 295 to Clapham Junction. Wait, let me double check actually. Is it 295? Oh, 237. Damn, that is the wrong bus. Apparently you add this into this and like a chemical reaction occurs and something happens, I don't know, forms into a baguette. Let's add this water in. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be seeing. It says I don't know, I haven't read it yet. Give it a little stir and then let it sit on the counter for 10 minutes. All right, here's a little stir and now here's a big stir. All right, so that's just turned very murky. That does not smell nice. It's been around 5 minutes now. Bro, this smells horrible. It smells like I created COVID. Let me just prepare the rest of the stuff that I need. And that includes flour, 2.5 cups of bread flour. All right, let me do the flipping cup translation. I'm gonna use this thing again. What was it, 591? Oh God, it's not a live stream. Well, that's a lot of flour. How much bread am I making? I'm scared, you know, that this is a recipe to make like bread for the whole road. Okay, yeah, that should be around 591 grams. And then what else do I need? 1 tablespoon of fleur de sel. What the hell is that? Flour of the salt. You know why this is called a teaspoon? It's not because it's small, it's because it gossips. Bro, this smells really bad. I was thinking I got a headache. I'm standing here with a headache. It's because of this. This bacteria just infesting and colonizing my whole brain ecosystem. All right, the yeast should have been sitting there for like 10 minutes now. So the first thing I need to add is the salt. Here's the salt that I got. La baleine, which means the whale, which means your mom. Sorry. This is the first time I'm making bread. But apart from when I get a brand deal, but like baking bread, never done this before. All right, that should be calm. Let me add this into the yeast now. You come in. Add the salt in. Slowly add the flour in and olive oil. And this one said 2 tablespoons. All right, where is my table? Olivey. And 2. Now apparently we want to start mixing this. Ugh. Oh, damn. I think this bowl is too small. So to keep adding the flour until a shaggy dough is formed. I don't know if this is a shaggy dough. To me, it looks a bit more like Scooby. I mean, that looks shaggy enough. Unless, no, I'm getting hints of thread. Okay, I got this piece of wood to put the bread on. Shaggy, whatever it is. What's the next step? Once proofed, add that and then form a round ball. Oh, so I don't need this. I was excited to use this. No, I want to use this. I'm using it. If this decides to extract itself today. Oh, it did. Okay, that's all our dough here. Now we're gonna just try and merge everything together and create a ball. Oh God, it's that part that I hate where it's the sticky fingers. This feels like it's permanently stuck. Form a round ball. Bro, I cannot form any regular shape with this. Oh, this was a bad decision. Look, high five. Come on, please shake my hand. Sorry. If I take this off here, it's just gonna stick there. And then if I take it off there, it's just gonna stick there. And I can smell yeast as well. When is the part where the baguette smell of baguette? All right, come here, come here. Gonna need some flour. I'm gonna try and minimize how much I touch this. All right, there you go. Please, just a little bit. Come on. I feel like I'm making a baby go to sleep. Okay, get out of the way. All right, I got a bit of flour there. Hopefully that's enough to... No, that did nothing. Nice. You know what? I'm putting it back in the bowl. All right, you get out. You get in the bowl. Bro, it's permanently stuck to my hand. I swear, if you catch me in London and have this in my hand, it's not out of choice. It's fused with me. I feel like I got yeast superpowers. Look at this. The more I've been doing this, the more infected I get. Like, it's actually gonna take over my body. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning, I'm gonna open my eyes and the yeast is just gonna come out. Okay, I think I need more flour, surely. Whenever you're in a situation like this, what you need is more flour. All right, this is looking a bit more doughy. No, it's just gone back to original stick state. Oh, your mum. Okay, more flour. When in doubt, add more flour. That is lesson number 1 in baking school. They sit down, they're like, hello, I'm your professor today, I'm your lecturer today of baking school. When in doubt, add flour. It would have been cool if it rhymed. Let's recreate it actually. You go baking school, it's your first day. The lecturer introduces themselves and they're like, okay, lesson 1, when the baking goes sour, add flour. Bro, I swear I think the yeast went to my brain. Oh wait, it's getting less sticky. Oh, is that why they do the dough thing like this? Because you can get flour on it and then turn it. Bro, should I just put this in the oven and it will turn into a baguette? No, let me spin it around here. That kind of work. Bro, I'm always gonna use the spinny method. Look at them, they look old now. They look like they aged. They were young and full of energy before and now they're just old and sour. But yeah, remember, rule number 1 of baking school is when a baking goes sour, Okay. Don't work the dough too much. Oh, bro, it's actually been doing Rihanna the whole time. All I've been doing is working. Bro, that's a ball. Okay, now I need to put it in a thingy bob. Exactly that, in a bowl. All right, where's a bowl? Oh, hello. I'll slap this in here, dust the top of the dough ball with a little bit of flour. Now I just need to let it sit. Also, I'm gonna wash my hands and then do things that I need to use my hands for. And don't forget, this is the end goal. This is what we wanna achieve. Okay, this guy said, actually, I don't know if it's a guy or not. Oh no, it's not a guy, it's a girl. The website is called Le Chef's Wife. She said that her nanny's trick was to wet a thin towel with hot water to cover the dough with. I've got my towel here, hot water here. For any Americans watching this is a kettle, and it's basically this magic device where you put cold water in, click your fingers, clap twice, and the water's hot. Let's cover this. There you go, mate. Bro, it feels like the flour died, and now this is his funeral. Bro, I can't lie, the last time I did one of these extra tricks in baking, it ruined my whole thing. And this is when I did the croissant. But anyways, let's cover you up. There you go. Rest in peace, my friend. Here it is. Wait, let's give him a little sneak peek. That's my dough. And once again, rest in peace. Don't worry, I would never do this to a dead person. Let the dough rise until it doubles in size. So it's gonna take about an hour. See you in like 5 seconds. I'm just gonna go clean. Okay, cool. It hasn't been an hour yet. It's been around half an hour. We're gonna check and see if this has risen to almost double. I actually have checked already and I forgot to switch the camera on. So I'm gonna have to like fake my reaction. Wow, this looks like something I didn't expect because I didn't see it 5 seconds ago. But yeah, this is what it's looking like right now. You can see that it's risen. Is that the word, risen? Oh, it's bare soft as well. I need to see what the next step is now. Split the dough in two and roll out your baguette. Sprinkle flour on the countertop. Can I put it on top of this stove thing? No, it should be fine. Okay, let's plop this out. Please don't stick. Like, actually just... Okay, hello. Hello? The amount of times I said hello, I'm gonna turn into Adele. It's me. Why is it so stark? I think I'm doing it. Oh, there we go. So this is the bread that we got. I need to split it into two. That looks about half. Oh, it's a good thing we have two, so I can use the first one to experiment and then the second one to actually do properly. Or dough properly. Sorry. Fold the dough over into itself. Take the first ball of dough and gently knead it with the palm of it. I still don't know what knead means. I need to find out. This feels proper soft right now. It's like a stress ball, but like it got a PhD. It said to do this until it has a more firm consistency. Bro, I feel like a French bakery right now. I need to flatten the dough into a rectangle form with my hand and then fold the top of the rectangle like the top of an envelope. What? How big of a rectangle do I need to make this? Bro, this looks like I'm just making a pizza. Surely I could just put it in like this, it will turn into a baguette. I feel like we're getting somewhere, I don't know where. Fold that part down 3/4 of the way, so that's like there. And then press it at the seam, okay? That seems to be right. It looks like that. Right, I don't know what's going on. Roll the folded top of the dough down so that you have a mini oblong rectangle. Bro, am I doing maths GCSE? Spread your fingers on both hands and gently roll the dough down to create a baguette shape. Okay, I know what that is. That is baguette shape. Okay, there we go. 30 centimeter baguette. Okay, now it's just smiley face. Now it's sad. Oh no. You have to pause it at that right moment. Now it's sad. That's done. Next, we need to put it on a cookie sheet or baguette pan. Just gonna put this guy here. Now, I'm guessing I have to do the same thing with this one, unless they're just gonna do some weird fraternal twin baguettes. I'm just gonna time lapse this. Actually, no, I'm gonna do it in real time speed. I'm just gonna speed up myself. Now the same thing again, make it into a rectangle. Bro, I'm gonna use a rolling pin. It says not to, but this is gonna just take too long without. All right, that's kind of rectangular. And then it says bring the top down like an envelope and then squish it in and then roll this down. Okay, I think the next step is to cut them now. All right, so we have our two potential baguettes. I'm not gonna say baguettes because I don't wanna get my hopes high. All right, now apparently we wanna cut them. I'm just gonna experiment. I'm gonna do this one as well. Bro, I don't even know if I'm doing the right thing. Okay, that should be done. This is what they're looking like before going into, I was gonna say fridge, before going into the oven. Now, how long do I put it in for? Bake for 25 minutes. All right, I think that should be it. Time to slap it in the oven, see how they turn out. All right, cool, let's get you in. Okay. Bro, do you know what I feel like right now? I feel like Subway. I feel like I just put a foot long in the oven. Anyways, I'm gonna wait for this now. 25 minutes, let me set a 25-minute timer. There we go. See you in a bit. This is not a threat, by the way, but don't you dare go anywhere. All right, here we go. Okay, there's still supposed to be 10 minutes left, but I need to check on it first. Wait, what is this? Okay, it looks, wait, let me just take it out. Ah, that is hot. Okay, so, okay. All right, so this is the creation that we've created today. Bro, it looks dry as hell. I don't know what's wrong with it. I mean, it looks baguette-y, but okay, I'm gonna try it and add some flour onto it and see if it makes it look more like a bakery. Okay, that just makes it look like I have dandruff. Does that look a bit different? Does that look more baguette-y? I don't know, I'm not French. Okay, all right, this is what it looks like at the bottom. Bro, the bottom looks so much more promising than the top part. Okay, so this is a real baguette, and this is what my ones look like. They look like the kids of the larger one. All right, cool, I'm gonna be leaving the house now, going onto the streets of Paris. Why does that still smell of yeast? yeast. But yeah, these are the two we're going to be comparing, and we're going to try and see if anyone can clock which one was made bakery and which one was made bacon me. Look, is this more convincing if it's in here? Like this? Does this look more legit? Okay, cool, I'm back out right now. This is like my baguette's final exam. So they did all the revision, they got all their practice in, but now this is where we find out if they actually look good or not. And if people could tell the difference between one that was made in a bakery and one that was made by someone that's never made bread before. And yeah, I thought the best place to do this was right here. Anyways, I don't know how I'm gonna go about doing this because everyone's just trying to enjoy their holiday in Paris. There's gonna be one random skinny guy asking them opinions on baguettes. Kind of annoying. All right, cool. So I found my first customers here. Basically, yeah, I was wondering if people could tell the difference between expensive baguettes and cheaper baguettes. I've got two here. One of them was 30 euros and one of them was €1. Can you tell which one was which?
Surely this is the 30 euro.
Yeah. Do you think this one's 30 euros?
I think this is a 30 euro. I think this one's 30 euros.
Why do you think this one's more expensive?
Looks weird, man. Like,
would you buy it?
I mean, sure.
If it was from like a top bakery.
30 euros for a baguette.
Okay.
Nah,
What, 15 euros would you buy it?
Consider it. I mean,
Okay, what if these two were side by side and they were the exact same price? Which one would you be more likely to buy?
I'll buy this one.
This one?
Yeah, the golden one.
I was kind of hoping that that wouldn't be the case.
I was thinking about it. Honestly, just because I never seen this one. I wouldn't think that's a baguette though, to be fair.
Okay, cool. So I made this at home and that's why
Wow.
made it 2 hours ago.
That is cool.
Can I ask you guys a question about baguettes?
Going on the vlog?
Yeah. Oh. All right, basically, yeah, I've got some baguettes here. I wanted to test your baguette knowledge. I want you to try and identify. There's multiple different ones. One of them is 30 euros and one of them is €1. And I want you to try and figure out which one is which. So
This is given 30.
why do you think this is 30
It just
euros?
looks abnormal.
And is there anything else that you can say about it that makes it seem more expensive?
Flour. The flour.
Flour.
Yeah, like it's given. So that's 30 euros.
I thought it was going to be more difficult to figure that out.
Oh, it really was.
I'm joking, I made this one. And this one was from an actual bakery.
You actually lied.
Okay, let's see the inside, because I actually haven't seen the inside yet.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't look bad.
Is it even the camera has, oh, I forgot we just put the camera in front of the whole world. That is what it looks like. No one wants to try it. What if I try it?
You can go ahead.
Oh, it's still soft. It's nice.
Nah. Bro, do you know what it is? It still tastes of yeast.
That's how you can bake. Don't you make like eclairs and all of that?
Yeah.
I'll try. I don't know how to. This is dead. That is bad. Do you know what yeast smells like?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it tastes like. I need to spit this out. Thank you guys. You gassed up my baguette. That was the main thing. Hello, sorry to interject. It's editing Amazon here. I've included a podcast mic to make this seem more serious, even though this is actually not turned on at the moment. What you've seen here is not about baguettes. This is all about human psychology. When people were told that one of the baguettes was 30 euros and one of them was €1, majority of the time they automatically assumed it was the weirder looking one, despite it being the one that's actually not good. And this just shows that our minds could be fooled to think that something is worth more than it is. When we're told that something is more expensive, our brains try and find a way to justify why that might be the case, and might even be fooled into thinking that it's something that's higher quality. I showed these people the same baguette that I made. It's the same rubbish yeast infected one. However, if you build a story around it and make it seem more expensive than it is, people will be more willing to invest in it and actually believe that it's something special, when in reality it's just another dead low quality wannabe baguette. So yeah, I made a baguette in this video, but I wanted to leave you with some food for thought. People buy into the ideas of things, not the actual thing. If you could create a convincing enough story, you could start convincing people that something completely worthless could be worth their hard-earned money. So yeah, just quick business lesson for you. Anyways, let's play a quick game. It's called put a finger down. So yeah, put your fingers up and see if this applies to you. Put a finger down if you rushed to your other auntie's house because you needed to pick up your suitcase and you didn't have the keys, so you had to wait until someone else was there. So you had only a specific time frame, and then you went and picked up your stuff and you left the house holding a bunch of stuff and made ways to your next destination to drop off your suitcase. And one of the things amongst the bunch of stuff that you were carrying, that you were not carrying, was the bag that had the baguettes that you made. Bruv, I left my baguettes at my auntie's house, which is very annoying because I wanted to go into the French bakery and conduct more experiments there. So yeah, kind of annoying. But I thought, you know what, I have one final hope. My hope is that someone that actually works in a French bakery is watching this. And I have a question for you. So yeah, French bakery person, this is for you. I don't know if I have to speak French. Bonjour. Please translate the rest of this message. If you watched this video and you saw the baguettes that I made and the ones that you have in your bakery, honestly, if I came into your shop, would you believe that my baguettes were made in a French bakery? Please let me know so I can conclude the rest of this experiment. Sorry, I just got a call. I was cut off. But what I was saying was, thank you for humoring me. No, not humoring me. I was going to say thank you for enjoying this. I'd only assume that you enjoyed it if you watched to the end. Don't forget to show support in small ways because this is a small business. You know the drill. You know what to do. If you don't know, then welcome to YouTube because this must be your first day. And yeah, I'll see you next time.